Republican National Committee, RNC, spokeswoman Kylie McEnany told Breitbart News Daily on Wednesday that the latest batch of text messages between FBI couple Lisa Page and Peter Strzok revealing that now former President Barack Obama wanted to know everything about their efforts are deeply disturbing. The new text messages reveal that in September 2016 Strzok and Page were discussing how they need to prepare then FBI Director James Comey to brief then President Obama on their efforts as he wanted to know everything about what they were doing. Strzok was the main FBI investigator on both Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Rodham Clinton's email scandal and the Trump-Russia scandal. Every day it becomes more and more troubling and more people from the Obama era get tied up into this, McEnany said in the Sirius XM 125 Patriot Channel interview in response to the new texts. Today is our first indication that perhaps President Obama himself was involved in this. These text messages are so disturbing. Let's remember that Peter Strzok was the lead investigator into Russia and into Hillary Clinton's emails, and he received a text in September of 2016 that said President Obama wants to know everything we are doing. Let's remember, 1 month earlier, this same individual Peter Strzok sent a text about creating an insurance plan about President Trump in Andy's office, presumably Andy McCabe, the now former deputy FBI director. So, did he brief President Obama on this insurance plan? Obama wanted to know everything. Was he involved in it? These are deeply disturbing questions, and when you look at the history of the Obama administration with the IRS and the gun running scheme and the lying about Benghazi, this might be another instance where President Obama himself was caught up in it. In addition to the new text messages, there are more revelations that keep dripping out in the wake of the release of the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, HPSI, memo from Chairman Representative Devin Nunes, RCA, including FISA surveillance court abuses. Now, also breaking is the fact that Senate investigators Senators Lindsey Graham, RSC, and Chuck Grassley, RIA, have confirmed the key findings from the Nunes memo and made a criminal referral of Christopher Steele. It appears the FBI relied on admittedly uncorroborated information, funded by and obtained for Secretary Clinton's presidential campaign, in order to conduct surveillance of an associate of the opposing presidential candidate. It did so based on Mr. Steele's personal credibility and presumably having faith in his process of obtaining the information. But there is substantial evidence suggesting that Mr. Steele materially misled the FBI about a key aspect of his dossier efforts, one which bears on his credibility, Graham and Grassley wrote in their criminal referral. Graham and Grassley have their own memo which purportedly connects more of the dots in this case back to the political origins of the Steele dossier, which was funded by Clinton's presidential campaign and the Democratic National Committee, DNC, through Fusion GPS and law firm Perkins Coie.